What's up, YouTube? We're back with another solo lane play-by-play in the A to Z series. Today, we're going to be playing Anhur, which I'm quite excited about. I love playing some wonky stuff in the solo lane. And Anhur solo is definitely not something you typically see. So we're going to try and make that work today. I'm going to go a bruiser, auto-attack build, a little bit more damage, because that's just sort of the meta in general. But we're going to try and go one of those type of builds where we're a little bit tanky as a hunter, which is definitely not something you typically see. We'll see how it works out. I'm going to go beads against that comp. Looking like we need to do that. Am I hearing... Was I hearing that guy talk? Oh, yeah. I think he had his voice chat on or something. I heard his game sound. I was like, am I hearing that? I'm going to go Death Toll. We're actually going to rush Golden Blade, which is an item you can build on ranged characters in Smite 2. So that's pretty cool. We're just going to give us some AoE autos that scale off of our protections. And since we're going to go a bruiser build, we're going to have a decent amount of protections. I'm going to go ahead and turn off game chat because I think that guy is using it and you just hear his game sounds off of it. So go ahead and save that. And also just, you know, for the play-by-play, I like to turn it off. Is that going to be on the left side of the screen the entire game? Oh my goodness. So also I changed my health bars back to what I liked in Smite 1, which is blue for teammates and yourself and then yellow for enemies. If you would like to do that, I didn't know how to do this. That's part of the reason I didn't have it. If you want to have this color scheme, all you have to do is go to UI, HUD colors, set it to preset 1. That's how you get the blue and yellow. And I definitely always preferred that in Smite 1, so I'll have that in Smite 2. Before we start the game though, let's do a GeoGuessr, shall we? You guys know the rules. If I get the country right, you have to like the video. If I get the country wrong, you're not legally obligated to like the video. This looks a lot like America right off the bat. We have a Comcast. It should just be the US. I'm going to go up here in Wisconsin. It was actually Connecticut. I mean, pretty easy one, but I mean, we'll take that. After the flub that was the last one, which was I should have gotten, we'll take an easy one and we'll go with US on that. So I got it right. You have to like the video. You are legally obligated. So we're against an Achilles today. Just came out, so... I'm actually playing Aspect on her, by the way. I think you'll notice that pretty early on. All you have to do is auto somebody a lot. Sort of like that. To make Anhur's Aspect work. Basically, it stacks up to 4 times. Does it still do that? I don't know if I can see right here, but I'll take the first blood. See how much attack speed I got there? Anhur's Aspect gives him so much attack speed. It's a fun aspect. It doesn't really change his playstyle all that much. I don't know if every single aspect has to change their playstyle. Because there were some metas where people would go like on her, you know, support and mid and some other stuff. So I think maybe trying to make him more viable as like a stim hunter by giving him a stim can make sense. It's maybe not that inspired, but yeah. So basically what it does is if you auto somebody 4 times, you get a ton of, I think it's 25% attack speed still. For each auto that you hit on the same target. Now, if you auto anybody else after having any stacks, the stacks go away. So you have to stay on the same target. And it has to be an enemy god. You don't get the attack speed like from that blue buff right there when I'm hitting it. So Anhur is traditionally, you know, only played mostly in Hunter, maybe sometimes in mid support, like I said. There has been some metas where that's happened. However, you know, he's basically an ADC. And usually, at least in Smite 1, people kind of considered him the quintessential, like, skill expression god. That's what everybody 1v1 as Anhur. But they changed him a little bit in Smite 2, and he doesn't feel quite as good as he did in Smite 1. Most characters feel better in Smite 2, but Anhur's like one maybe exception to that. And I don't know if that's partly because everyone just loved him so much in Smite 1, and you know, they changed him a little bit, so maybe like people are not exactly salty, but it just, you know, it's just not the same. It's not the same old clean version of his kit. Or maybe because of his model. I like his model. I just don't like how he rests his spear. I kind of like how he held his spear out to his side. It kind of showed how much massive delts he probably has, you know? How strong he is. But, yeah. So he doesn't feel as good as he did in Smite 1. I do agree. But he's still fun. You know, I still like the character. And we're going to try and go a frontline build. I love doing these types of games where we're playing a weird character in solo in the A to Z, just because, you know, it kind of, since we're going through the alphabet, it forces me to play some characters that maybe I don't usually play over here, and maybe I discover some fun builds, some fun interactions with them, some fun matchups, but also just because, you know, I've played so many, you know, I've played Achilles solo, for example, so many times in so many scrims. I'm actually hitting 5 here, so I might be able to kill if I get a pillar stun. I got him. That's his blink. We'll take that. It's fine. Had some nice jukes there. Yeah, I played so many Achilles solo games and scrims and competitive and ranked, you know, and stuff like that. So it's always fun to try and play some of these other weird characters, you know. I should be good. Oh, I might be dead. Hurt's gonna boulder. Try and jump that way. I'm probably just dead. I can't believe the Herc is level 5, honestly.
What do you say today?
Does he have Blink?
Not today.
He does have Blink. I wonder if it's up. I'm gonna hug the wall here, so it makes it awkward for him to use his boulder. Oh my god, I can't believe he actually made it over that corner there. That's crazy. I might have been able to just walk away and not get killed there. And I could have maybe turned around and tried to juke the rock if I saw it. It does hit it's pretty big AoE, so maybe it would have hit. But we have a Golden Blade now and a Chalice, so it's all good. Good gank by the Herc there. I also, when I do these weirder picks, because I do want to use this series as a way to kind of teach new people the game, teach you guys some of the characters, I will talk about what you kind of normally want to do on these characters in their more traditional roles, like ADC. So, of course, you're not going to be building Golden Blade in ADC, for example. I'm going to be going Berserkers, and you don't really want to be building that in ADC either. You're basically going full damage in that role. So right now, the meta build is something, if you're playing Anhur, it's something more like, what is it, Gilded? Yeah, Gilded Arrow. Rushing a Kin Size into a Wind Demon, into an Executioner, into like a Deathbringer Titan's Bane type build. That's usually what you want to be building. Write that down if you want. However, we are going to be going Golden Blade Berserkers, Kin Size. We are going Kin Size. We're going to get Void Shield for some pen and some tankiness, and then probably into a Shogun's and either Binding last, because we can actually proc stone a Binding with our 2 and our knockup from our 3. Or maybe another damage item last. So Binding if we need a little bit more tankiness, and then maybe Executioner if we want some more damage. That's going to be our build today. If you're brand new to Anhur, Anhur's 1 is a slow. It's a pillar that you can throw up that obstructs player movement. So like that, he can stand behind it. But it also slows them and gives you damage buff when they're inside the sand. It's the pillar, you know, he's an Egyptian god. Anhur is. I can actually clear the wave just by autoing because my AoE autos from Golden Blade. That's kind of cool. His 2 is an Impale. You throw out your spear and it does a decent amount of damage, and it stuns them if you hit them into a wall like that. So got a lot of attack speed here. I'm gonna use. Oh, I tried to use my ult to immune his stun there. Didn't work. Yeah, his 2 is a pretty cool ability. You can also impale them into your pillar. Like I said, it obstructs player movement, so it's a nice combo. It's a harder combo to pull off. That's part of the reason everybody considered him one of the higher skill cap characters. Skill expression characters. If he just face tanks me, it's good for me because I can get my aspect going. My aspect attack speed. The 3 is a jump that knocks people up like that. As you can see here, I'm going to try and block this. Nice, I was able to. I could beads that, but I don't think I need to. He should just be dead. Oh, missed my abilities. That's too bad. Not my abilities, my autos. That should have been a kill. I could have just beads and killed him, but I shouldn't have needed to. That's alright. We'll get the wave under tower. I'm not sure if he has his fast TP out of base. I'm going to go ahead and back, even though I do want to kill that totem. I'm a little bit scared of Herc being nearby. Alright, drop kill. First game of the day. Copium. We'll just run back to lane here. Like I said, we're going Berserkers, then we'll get a Kin Size. Kin Size will give us a ton of kill potential. He has Axe and Glad Shield. I don't know if he had his full Glad Shield there. I should have clicked tab. If I clicked tab, maybe I could have played around that. Because he did feel really tanky, that's for sure. Yeah, we're up 1k, so not too bad. Yeah, there's a lot of people left. What the heck? I was about to say, why do we even have vision? But you ulted. Interesting game here. This Herc is 5-0, so we got to be really careful about his ganks. He's going to be pretty fed. Seems like he's kind of owning. Okay, take some damage. Was it from you all? This guy has no ult. I'm going to call that out to my Sobek here. I'm going to go ahead and throw my pillar down to slow him. Maybe my Sobek can get in range. Nice. Oh, that's his blink. That's fine. That's a 4-minute cooldown for free. I have my beads here, so I'll just go ahead and beads. That's also their support. Oh no, Sobek. I'll pop a multi-pot if I need to here, but for the time being, we don't need to. I usually buy that multi-pot if I really want to like all-in engage. It can be the difference maker in you living. That's fine. I don't mind this. We can fight. Well, that Fender Brutalize is slowing me like big time. That's the Fender's aspect causing that. If they group up, I'm getting some value out of my Golden Blade. Oh, nice try by Sobek again, but we can continue to fight. I'm surprised that hit me. Every time I get hit by Herc 2 and Smite 2, I'm surprised it hits me. So there's just 3 people here, and I'm still down to fight. We're kind of dual laning now. Try and put a pillar there to kind of cut off Achilles' path. Is he going to ult? I'm going to get in front of him here, up against the wall, so I can sort of body block. And this should just be a kill, maybe. He is very tanky. Their whole team is here. My goodness. Agni does a lot of damage to me. I don't have defense for him. He's knock up his unit in his dash. My 2 didn't push him away. That's too bad. Sort of have a 4v4 in the solo lane at 8 minutes. I don't know why that all happened, but it did. That's pretty funny. They're both just staring at each other. It's alright, we keep scaling. This build is going to scale really well. I'm going to do a lot of damage with it later on. They're a bit tanky to me now. We don't quite have the base damage like a typical, you know, like warrior assassin might have in solo to compete with this. Although, if I was non-aspect on her, I'd have prot shred, which would be pretty nice for this Achilles. But, I mean, the attack speed from the aspect I definitely want for it, especially for my late game build. And then, of course, your ult, something I also changed about on her in Smite 2, is they made his ult not throw out 8 spears like it did in Smite 1. I think it was 8, if I remember correctly. They made it throw out a few, and then you do one last big burst hit. And that's part of the reason I don't like him as much. I preferred the 8 spears because it was another really big skill expression ability. Because if you could hit like all of them, it really showed like how good of a mechanical player you were. Look at that aspect cooking. We're gonna keep it stacked, keep trying to hit him. You can also put your pillar down. Oh goodness, bro! I'm gonna have to ult this. Fender gets in range, which he did. Can't push him there because he's displacement immune in his 3. I'm gonna pop my multiply here because I really want to fight. These guys keep coming back, bro. Oh, my pillar blocked on her, or the perk boulder. We can maybe kill this guy and it'd be huge too because I believe he's 8-0. That's his blink. I'm gonna jump on him. I have defense for him. Try and block off his path with my pillar. He's gonna push away. Try and get him in execute range for my Sobek. I'd rather take the kill because it's a huge shutdown and it's a support. I'm gonna go ahead and beads because I want to try and fight these guys. Oh, nice. He jumped in. This is good for us. I'm gonna block off his pathway again with my pillar. Jump on him. Auto into my 2 into the wall. Should be that nice. Okay, that was actually a huge fight for us. We got the shutdown on the Herc. My team rotated. Sobek got the kill, which is fine. I mean, I would have preferred it because a shutdown on me is probably a little bit more useful than our support, but still fine either way. So yeah, Anhur's got a pretty simple kit. I basically already broke down everything that he does. It's simple, but it's got a high skill ceiling, even in Smite 2. Less so than in Smite 1, but it's still up there, you know. And like I said, it's still fun. It's just not quite the same. One of the few characters I think was a bit more of a miss than an improvement, really. But we have 70 seconds on our TP out of base. We can always look down at our debuff bar to see when that's up. And it's important to do that because you kind of want to plan around that when you're farming. You know, I'm still full HP. I have no chalice, but I'm full HP, so I can stick around for a while before maybe I get my... I can maybe stay until I get my full kin size. Kind of depends on if we get ganked again, get poked out, what happens with the Achilles. You want to max your 2 on her into your 1. Put points in your ult when you can, and you'll be feeling pretty good. And that's an ADC, that's in support. No matter what role you're playing, that's how it goes. Missing some autos here, but... This guy does like juking. I'm gonna push him into the wall with my 2. You definitely want to be playing around walls when you're on her. I tried to ult that again, but did not go off at the time. Ping diff. I'm gonna jump on this guy. Dashes away, that's fine. Stun again. Gotta be a little bit careful with getting poked out. Because if I get too low, he can execute me, of course. Are we hearing please? Getting close to our kin size. We do have a little bit of sustain from our Destal. Now, Destal is not something you actually build in ADC or in mid really ever. It's just not really the meta right now. You want to be going that gilded, like I said. And of course, sometimes in ADC you'd be building Boombas. Not sometimes, on a lot of characters you do build Boombas. I got my aspect stacked here, and I got my slow on him. He's quite tanky still. I might try and jump on him and all in him. He's going to have to ult this. Okay, that's his blink. I'm going to go out this way because I would take extra tower shots there. Oh, I almost got him into the pillar. That would have been a kill. That's his blink down, though. Another 4-minute cooldown. Herc is dead still, so I'm probably just going to do this blue. He might have his fast out of base. Somebody here? Force Fenrir's here. I'm going to try and outplay this guy. Achilles is coming over. Maybe I can jump towards my team now. I have my beads up, and this Fenrir doesn't do a lot of damage because he's a support Fenrir. And yeah, he's full tank, so... My fast TP is up, so I'll just help this new wall with red. And then I'll back and TP left. Should be pretty good. Good that we survived that and got the blue. Should have been aware that Fenrir was probably going to be there. He's been visiting my lane a lot. So even though the Herc was dead, I could have kept that in mind. We'll grab some 2 wards. We have our kin size now. That's a huge damage spike for us. We're going to go from really doing no damage to this Achilles to kind of like being very threatening to him. So nice. I'm going to call missing. I don't know if the Achilles is actually there. It's hard for me to see. I don't think he is because he was pretty low. That'd be a weird rotation. Definitely liking this color scheme more. I always preferred the blue-yellow. Go watch back some of my Smite 1 videos. You'll see that. They're going to probably get gold here. Nothing we can really do. Maybe Rama can steal with his ult. That would be really big. I'm just going to go and get my backs on cooldown. Staring at the map. Get the backs. Maybe we'll go to the gold camp here. And oh, Rama. Let's go. He did steal it. Don't have to use my abilities on this because I can just golden blade it down. Which is kind of nice. Again, this scales off protections, so this little bit of protections from berserkers is going to help with that damage. Like I said, I am threatening now because of my kin size, so I'm actually going to try and hit him. Try and push him into the wall, get in front of him and block him. This should just be a kill. He can't get away. Nice. That's what you can do. Another cool play you can make with Anhur is that. And I push him against the wall and push him up against the wall, biatch. Who says that? Remember, this gold camp was up. We looked at it on the map earlier, so we'll get that on cooldown. Another reason it feels so good to build damage in solo is because that camp is tanky. Totem's pretty hard to do later on in the game. The back camps aren't that hard to do. You can kind of one-shot those, but yeah. Blue buff is hard to do, so it just helps with your farm. Doesn't feel good. It feels bad when you don't have agency over like what you're doing on the map, you know? So if you're just like full tank, yeah, maybe in the mid game you'll feel pretty strong because you're hard to kill, but you're not going to feel good like farming the map. I'm gonna go ahead and back here. Ankh actually does get some value and it's really cheap this game, but I don't really want to build that because it's gonna kind of ruin the rest of my build. I'm gonna go Void Shield Shoguns. Shogun's not typical in builds these days. You can build it on auto attackers like Amma solo, Anhur solo. I mean, Anhur solo is not typical, but you know, if you were playing it, Amma solo, Bologna, you can build it on them. Void Shield is very typical in builds right now, though. Stealing my jungler's UAV camp there isn't great, but decided I'm going to rotate mid here. We can do Pyro for sure. Now, if you're playing not on her aspect, his Prot Shred does apply to objectives. That's part of the reason he was played in support. You could use it. You could go Shoguns, help out your team, give them attack speed, and then the Prot Shred on the objectives will be pretty nice. So, but I'm not on her without aspect. I do have his aspect, so not as valuable. That attack speed combined with the kins that I'm going to have, the Shred for my Void Shield, should be pretty threatening. I did see Herc on the map here. He's not coming to me, but if he was, I was still going to play up because I can probably outplay them. I don't invite the gank instantly, so. He's still quite tanky. That's crazy. He doesn't even have his armor on. Man. It's surprising, I can't lie. I mean, I do have like sort of a tank build, but even then. It seems like I'd have to auto him like 15 plus times to even like get into a low HP. Keep clearing those back camps on cooldown. See if we can do something here. I need to get these wards out. Ideally, I get them out before I play aggressive, but yeah, see, because there's a Herc here. Whoa, that was weird. You guys see that? I throw my pillar down like this. I'm just dead. Dude, my abilities keep getting interrupted. He interrupted my 3, then he interrupted my ult. Oh, that's so sad. You even heard the animation for it. I really don't need to die there. If I just jump the Herc one, I'm pretty much alive every single time. But I was not able to. So. That was both their ults down. And Achilles Blink, actually. Sorry, I was taking a sip. Looking at their comp, they only have Agni for magical damage. So I'm still probably gonna go with the Shoguns because if I don't go any defense for him, he's gonna bomb me from far away, and it's gonna be feeling pretty bad. So I'll just go Shoguns, and then maybe we'll still go that Binding, or we'll go Xe. Both are gonna shred their prots a bit because Binding does shred prots, so that'll help with damage either way. But of course, Xe will be way more damage. I do have my TP out of base here, my fast, if I need to TP mid. Doesn't look like I need to. And that's, guys, that's why you always, if you're buying wards especially, you place your wards before you start playing aggro. Even though I kind of knew the Herc was going to be around. He was hovering before, and I was well prepared to just fight it. I should have just fasted mid here, but I'm going to go ahead and try and rotate. They're kind of fighting very long here. The whole team is here. Their Achilles is here, so. Rama's coming as well. We might be able to go Agni here. I'm going to try and push him into the tower. I can take a tower shot. He did indeed. Try and jump away. Missed his ult, but maybe we can kill Achilles. Did Agni not die? That's insane. Try and place my 1 before I ult, just to guarantee the slow and also so they take increased damage. Does it actually take damage? Yeah, they do. And Smite too, I was just making sure that they did. That was surprising that went so bad. I took a lot of damage when I got pushed from the wall there. Is this Rama fed at all? No, he's not really. I guess he has Kens. I'm gonna call out enemies behind us just to make sure that Rama sees him. Let's keep farming though. Gold is up. They might be going for that. I don't want to get too far behind on the farm game though, because I will scale well. These guys were kind of tanky. I'm surprised that Agni didn't die. We even pushed him in the tower to make him take a tower shot. I guess they just peeled really well. I could have jumped on him and chased him out if they didn't push me into the wall and kind of F me up. Doing gold wise. And we're still up almost 3k on this Achilles. I still haven't placed these wards, but they're fighting a bunch in right now, so map awareness wise, I know I can kind of play aggro on him. Kind of places the pillar where he wants to go. I didn't hit him, but that's actually okay. I kind of want to hit his tower a little bit. Golden Blade does proc on the tower, so it's actually hitting him and making me tank it. Okay, some decent damage. We might be able to all in him on this this tower now with the minions. Oh, definitely not F6, bro. Feels a little laggy. Looks like my autos are desynced. We either get the tower or kill him here. Maybe even both. Go ahead and keep him in the tower. He's running away. Maybe we'll play back up. Maybe kill. Oh, I almost got him. Thought he was gonna maybe juke. Dude, I can't get a single ult off before CC. That's too bad. He's 1 HP. Maybe the server's a little laggy because it feels like some things are laggy in my ults. Wait, no, no! Why are we F6ing? What? F7. We're literally even. The game is even. Why would you ever F6 this? Relax. Okay. Whew. We almost F6 that, which is insane. Do people not look at the gold? That is crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and get a ward on this FG. They might go ahead and try and pull it. They're on pyro right now. That's good. It isn't. It's not. It's good that they're not on fire. That is. I'm gonna go ahead and back. We'll get the Shoguns. We're so close to our full Death's Embrace, but it's really not that big of a deal. Death's Embrace really isn't that strong in this video game. So I do have the Shoguns now. It's quite a lot of attack speed. I have 2.33 before I get any of my passive auto attacks on people. So we might be able to carry this. Definitely might be able to carry this. I want to be around right now. Maybe we can get a pick and we can snowball that pick into something more. Just looking at the map. They have the wave pushed. But we're still going to maybe get a gank off on this Agni. Oh, that's too bad. I just want to be around. I'm already level 20. I could still get some items and stuff online, but I kind of want to fight with my team. They are playing the Herc jungle, which I try and tell you guys. It's very, very good. Very, very strong. Hard to mess up, and as you can see, 14-2, and he's full damage, so I'm just kind of sitting here. I just want to be a part of something. Oh, you could have plucked that guy. I do not like this push, but defenders jump. Got an Agni bomb. We could just play assault and run it down mid, but I mean, there's nothing up around mid that we actually have to fight over. Oh no. This Herc is getting too much value out of his pushes and pulls. Where's somebody in this grass? I mean. Oh, nice pull. Try and put a pillar where he's trying to push him. Just awkward. Fender's getting, or not Fender, Agni's getting so much damage off from far away. He's gonna hit his pull. This time I actually can immune it. He's actually able to hit his execute and blink away. Wow. Nice play by him. I don't know why. We just kind of, it sort of just happened where all 5 are in mid on each team. Like, everybody should just be pushing and then trying to maybe come over. Like, none of the waves are pushed, but I'm actually surprised the Achilles was able to reach me there. I was not expecting that. Oh, he's 1 HP. Seems like they won't be able to go fire off this, so. My damage right now is not that threatening to these frontliners. And they're also just getting way too much value out of their CC. If we're gonna fight versus that team comp, we really want to like full commit. Because if they just keep two one-ing his Agni and then bombing off of it, or Herc 2-1ing and getting actives off of it, or maybe even getting kills like they did on Sobek, it's going to be really bad for us. So we really want to take like a full engage. It's got a full auto attack. Makes sense. Still not over. We just need to take the right fight.
Defend the fire giant.
They're going to try and pull this. And we're going to try to defend. Oh, attack. Push him into my pillar here. I'm getting a lot of attack speed here. I'm going to use my ult for CC immunity. I mean, look at that damage, bro. I mean, the damage that he did to me. He just used his base kit and some autos. And I have defense, by the way. That should be good if I just push him away and run. Rama might try and ult. There it is. That should be fine now. Wouldn't even kill me if it hit, but maybe if it hit all three. They're going to be on fire now. Do you see how much he healed, though, by the way? The Herc 3 healed him so much. Rama's getting some good farm here. Fire is just going to be gone now. But that's not the end of the world.
The enemy team has destroyed the fire
giant. Okay, some of them backed and some of them stuck around. Maybe we can get a fight going around Pyra. Maybe I can steal this. I saw Agni's walking up. See you, buddy. Yeah, I might just need to get an XC. I kind of don't do damage. That's fine. I'm just going to hit this Fenrir for the time being. Oh, this might be game. Yeah, I'm just going to get pulled. I thought some of them back there, but it would appear that none of them back. They're all 5 still there. Yep, that's probably game, sadly. I thought some of them back, but I guess the new ult stopped their back and they all stuck around. Oh, you can win this. This guy's choking. Oh my god, the enemy Rama almost choked. That's probably game. They have fire. We're still dead for... I'm dead for 30. The teammates are dead for 20. See if they actually go for it.
Your middle Phoenix has been destroyed.
Maybe Anna and Sobek can stop. Get in there, boys. Get in there. Oh, I get dagger as well. That's game. Well, that's too bad. I mean, this character... The thing is, I couldn't do damage. It didn't even seem like I was doing any relevant damage. I mean, some of the fights were just... Like I said, they just went so horrible. They went so horribly, rather. I'm only did 6k damage. That's rough. That is rough. Anyway, I mean, can't all go well, especially when you're playing weird characters like this, but hopefully you learned a thing or two about playing Anhur. The character is really not that great right now. They did just buff him, but yeah. And of course, these tank builds are usually a lot better on characters with good base damage and everything, but still learned a thing or two. And you know, I doubt I can even get a better game. No, I probably could, but the game was at least close. The team's morale was just out of it for some reason. The game was even. If we just farmed and like you know, played to our strengths, we maybe could have won that. But yeah, that's basically it. We'll move on. Who's up next? Anubis? Anubis is up next, surely. He is indeed. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited for that one. I've been loving Anubis in Smite too. We'll move on from Anhur though. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and healthy as always. Peace out.